Hey guys, it's Jarek the Dragon from Red Dragon Airsoft. Got another Chrono today. Now this one is of a gun that not a whole lot of people are really aware KWA makes it. Now I'll go over this more in the review, but this is over the KWA Sig P226, and this is an NS2 model. So if you're wanting an NS2 Sig P226, good choice right here. Externally and internally, best Sig on the market. But again, I'll talk more about that in the review. Chances are you've already watched it, but let's start the Chrono. So I got a fully loaded magazine, loaded with .2s and propane. Now keep in mind it's only 60 degrees outside, and that's really not what kills gas guns too much in Oregon. What really kills it in the western part of Oregon is the fact that Oregon has such a high moisture level. It just does not work well, but it is 60 high moisture level. Be expecting the feet per second to be about 5, 10, maybe even 15 more than what we're chronoing today. But let's see how accurate, or let's see how hard it's shooting right now anyway. Alright, so feet per second, again with propane and .2s. .316. 316. 307, 326, apparently nothing because my chrono is not wanting to cooperate, 323, 322, 317, 310, 308, 313. So I think it's safe to assume this is going to be shooting around the 320, 330 feet per second range on a day where you're really going to be getting the full potential out of this. It seems to be about the perfect average that this gun is shooting, or at least all NS2 guns are shooting, I mean. Pretty much every NS2 that KWA makes now is shooting 320, 330 feet per second. That's a good thing. Originally they were shooting about 380 to 400 feet per second, way too hot to take into CQB. People couldn't use their KWAs in CQB, so they lowered the feet per second to about a perfect mark. You really don't need anything more than 330 feet per second. And that's about what all CQB ranges say are good. So 320, 330 feet per second is about perfect. Now we're about 10 feet away and it's time to shoot a can. I got a magazine fully topped off, again still .2s and propane. And let's start shooting. And we're out of BBs. Alright, so if I've gauged anything off shooting the can, I've realized that you can actually tell somewhat how accurate a gun is. And considering I shot right here every single time from about 15 feet away, that shows that this pistol is going to be pretty accurate, as all KWA's NS2 pistols are. But let's focus on the accuracy test at the actual, when I'm actually filming the accuracy test. Now let's just focus on how much it killed the can. And so far it looks like a lot of the BBs just went straight through. There only seems to be about 2... about 4 or 5 in there. So overall, cutting a straight line through here, some big holes in the back. 330 feet per second is definitely more than enough to do what you need to do. Alright, so as you guys just saw, KWA has pretty much gotten their NS2 system down to an art form. It's always going to be either 300 feet per second or 330 feet per second, depending on what gun you're using. And only times it's really going to be a 300 is around when it's like a 1911 or a 1911 variant. So, pretty much it's safe to assume any NS2 pistol you get is going to be 330 if it's larger, or 300 if it's something like a 1911 with a smaller magazine. Now, this is great. It doesn't matter what size they have, they've figured out some way to make it consistent and not change. This will be consistently around 320, 330 feet per second, or if it's about a 60-degree day with high moisture levels, somewhere around, say, 315 feet per second. This is also very good because it's very good with in the cold. I did not notice at any time shooting that this was getting any weaker towards the end of the magazine or anything like that. So overall, KWA, another very impressive gun. If you like the Sig series or Sig P226, this is really the one to get. So with that saying, 330 feet per second, thumbs up to KWA. That has been Red Dragon Airsoft's Chrono of the KWA Sig P226. If you want to buy this gun, there's a link down in the video information.